If you're collecting too much sheep's milk every day and you don't know what to do with it, you should make yogurt, and here's how to do it with an Instant Pot. I'm Natalie Lucier from Waykeeper Farm and Nerdery, and I just love sheep's milk yogurt. It is so creamy, rich, and delicious, and we eat it pretty much every day. So here is how we make sheep's milk yogurt, and also some of the benefits, if you're not familiar with eating yogurt, are really that it's amazing for your gut health because it has tons of awesome probiotics, and it's also full of protein and all the other amazing benefits that you get from drinking sheep's milk, but there are even more enhanced when you make yogurt with them. Plus, it allows you to use that surplus milk and keep it a little fresher, a little longer in your fridge so it doesn't go bad. So here's how we make sheep's milk yogurt in our Instant Pot. So there are tons of other methods of making yogurt, so definitely feel free to find other sources for that. But we happen to have an Instant Pot, and we can make about a gallon of milk into yogurt overnight, and I just love that. To wake up to some fresh yogurt and being able to have that for about a week's time is amazing. So the first thing you'll do is fill your pot with milk, and the first button that you want to hit is yogurt, and then you want to find the setting for boiling. So what this does is it will cook the milk, or essentially heat it up until it denatures some of the proteins. Now you might be thinking, is that a good thing? What does that mean? Well, it just means that the proteins will be available to thicken up and connect with the other parts of the milk so that it really does become a creamier yogurt. And so once it boils, you take it out of the Instant Pot, and then you want to wait until it reaches 115 Fahrenheit. So you want it to cool down before you add in your culture. And what that does is it really just prepares the milk so that the culture doesn't just die when you put it into your milk. So to speed up this cooling down process, you could just stir occasionally and then check the temperature every now and then. Or what we sometimes do is fill our sink with cool water, and then we put the pot inside the Instant Pot into that water until it cools down a little bit, and then we wipe the bottom and then we put it back inside the machine. So what that does is it gets it ready for the next step. So the next step is to include your culture. So there are different ways to do this, and what we personally do is we keep a little bit of yogurt from each batch, and then we use it for the next week's yogurt. And so if you don't have a starter culture yet, you can purchase some online, and I'll put some links below, but you can also just use any regular store-bought yogurt that has actual live active bacteria. So you'll want to read the labels and make sure that it includes live active bacteria. And what you do is you just take a little bit and you include that inside of your yogurt. So we use about half a cup of yogurt starter, and depending on what instructions you have, if you're purchasing something or if you're using store-bought yogurt, you could just use a small cup that you buy at the store and include that. And then you want to mix it up with the milk that has cooled down to 115 degrees. And by the way, if it goes a little bit lower or a little bit higher, that's totally fine too. It's not a super exact science, and you can't mess it up too badly. So once you've put your starter in and you've mixed it up with the milk that has cooled down, you put everything back in the Instant Pot and you push the yogurt button again. Now this time we want to set it for 8 hours. Now what we usually do is we do this at night before we go to bed. So the whole night the yogurt is being prepared. So what the Instant Pot does at that time is it will keep it at a certain temperature so that the starter can go ahead and go all the way through the milk and start to ferment the milk. And that's when you're going to have the amazing probacteria stuff that happens when milk turns into yogurt. So the next morning we open up our Instant Pot, and ta-da, we have tons of amazing sheep's milk yogurt. So this could not be easier. And then what we do is we just scoop everything out and put it into a large container, and then we start eating our yogurt every day. So that's pretty much all it takes to make yogurt in an Instant Pot. And if you're making sheep's milk yogurt and you want to find out other recipes for what to do with sheep's milk and how to raise dairy sheep, make sure you subscribe to this channel and check out my playlist with all the other videos here.